Hi everyone, my name is Amber from Nacelle English School London and I'm going to be your English teacher today. So as you may have noticed, lots of the teachers at Nacelle English School are doing lessons for you that you can access either live or later on the Instagram page. Okay, my classes are normally on Wednesday and on Friday. Today is Friday at 1 o'clock. Okay, so today's class is going to be on articles a, an, and the. This is something that students of all levels, of all nationalities can find very confusing. So we're going to look at some rules that you need to know in order to get this correct. So we're going to look at full rules for a and n and 5 rules for articles the. Okay, and then we're going to do a quiz where you can show me what you have learned. I hope you're ready. Let's start today's class. So I'm going to bring up my screen that hopefully you can see with today's lesson on. Okay, there we go. So as I said, we're going to do articles a, an, and the. Okay, it's super simple when you know it, but there are some rules that you need to learn and understand. So first we're going to look at a and an. Okay, the difference between a and an is very small, but of course it is important. Okay, so we use a before a vowel that has a consonant sound. Okay, so your consonants are all of the letters in the alphabet, but not A, E, I, O, U. This is the easiest way to remember. All of the letters that are not A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so for this we're looking for a consonant sound. So normally the letter will produce the sound, but it's not always the case. So the examples we have here are a man, a cat, a bag. Okay, so an is the same but the opposite. So an we use before a vowel sound. Your vowels are A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. And we say, for example, an apple, an umbrella, an elephant. Okay, so this is the difference between a and an. Okay, why do we use them? So we can use a and an before a singular countable noun. Okay, singular means one, countable we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the example I've given you of a countable noun is apple. We can count them: 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4 apples, 5 apples. Okay, so this is a countable noun. An example of an uncountable noun, a noun that we cannot count, is rice. Okay, I want you to think if you are trying to count the rice: 1 rice, 2 rice, 3 rice, 4 rice. We don't do it, okay? It's not possible. So it's uncountable. Okay, a and an we use for countable, for things that we can count. Okay. So one of the ways we use them is to talk about non-specific things, or one of several things. Okay, so I have the example, I watched a film. I watched a film. This is non-specific. We do not know what film. There are many, many different films. We don't know what film they watched. The same for I need a phone. I need a phone. There are many different types of phones, and we do not know what phone. And the same with a dog. I saw a dog. I saw a dog. There are many different dogs in the world, and in this example, we don't know specifically which dog we are talking about. So this is rule number 1. So we use it to talk about non-specific things or one of several things. Okay. The second rule, we also use a and an if we introduce something for the first time. Okay, so it's the first time we are talking about it. I've got the example sentence, I went to a restaurant last night. I went to a restaurant last night. Okay, this is the first time the topic of a restaurant is being introduced. So we're saying I went to a restaurant. Okay, we don't know the restaurant. It's the first time it's being introduced into the topic, into the conversation. Okay, another rule for a and an is we use it instead of saying the number 1. Okay, lots of you probably already know this. So we use it instead of saying 1. So the example I have is, can I buy an apple and 2 oranges? Can I buy an apple and 2 oranges? The same as saying, can I buy 1 apple? Can I buy an apple? Is the same meaning. And the same for the other one. Do you have a pen I can borrow? Do you have a pen I can borrow? 1 pen, a pen. Okay, has the same meaning. I think probably lots of you will already know this. It's a very common use, something that people tend to get correct. Okay, the next one is to indicate that they are a part of a group. Okay, so we can use a and an to say if something is part of a group. So for example, we have she is a teacher. Teachers are a group of people, and the same for the other one. He is a doctor, is a group of people. You can also use this not just for jobs and professions, but other groups. If you are, for example, very into your star signs, you could say she is an Aquarius or she is an Aries, a group of star signs. For example, it doesn't just have to be professions. So to indicate they are one of a group. Okay, and that is our main rules for a and an. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know here and I will go back and explain. But if not, we will go on to the. How we use the. Okay, so we use that to talk about specific objects that both the speaker and the listener know. Okay, so for example, my example is children, go and get in the car. Children, go and get in the car. Okay, me as the speaker and the listeners, the children, all know which car. Okay, we know that there is one car, the family car, and they are going into this car. Okay, both people know which object is being spoken about. The same with example 2, where is the ball? Where is the ball? Both people, listener and speaker, know which ball we are talking about. They are talking about one ball in particular, a specific object. Okay, we also use the for another reason. So it's used when we mention an object again. Okay, so this is an example using a and the. So we said that we use a for when it's the first time it's been introduced. For example, I saw a film last night. And then the second time, when we talk about this object or topic again, we use the. The film was about zombies. I saw a film last night. First time we've spoken about it with a. And the second time, the film was about zombies. Okay, first and second. When we talk about the topic a second time or again, 3 times, 4 times, we use the. Okay, the next rule is before countries or before some countries we use the word the. The main rules that we can use are for united. We can say the United States in America and the UK, or the United States of Emirates. These are with the, or for plural countries. For example, the Philippines or the Netherlands. Okay, but we wouldn't say the Spain, the Brazil, the Italy. So it's just for some countries that we use the. Okay, and the final rule is to talk about something that is unique or there is only one of. Examples here are the sun and the moon. Okay, everybody knows them. There is only one of them. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know about the. So we've now looked at why we use a and articles the. We're now going to do a short quiz to see if you have followed today's classes and can now use them correctly. Okay, so the quiz is very simple. You need to tell me if we need to use a, an, or the. A, an, or the in the sentence. Okay, so this is sentence number 1. I like blank blue shirt more than blank pink shirt. Okay, I like blank blue shirt more than blank pink shirt. Is this A, an, or the? A, an, or the? Put it in the comments below and then we will see if you are correct in a minute. Okay, moving on, we'll look at the next one. Okay, the same idea. Is it A, an, or the? And the question is, Sam's dad is engineer. Sam's dad is engineer. Okay, is it A, an, or the? Put it in the comment section and we will come back to see if you are correct. The next one is, the question is, can I have 3 fruit juices and blank bottle of Coca-Cola? Can I have 3 fruit juices and blank bottle of Coca-Cola? Is it A, an, or the? A, an, or the? Okay, and the final question. Okay, you have 2 options here that you need to choose. So it says, I'm going to buy blank new car. Blank car is going to be red. So you have 2 options, so you need A, an, or the 2 times. I'm going to buy blank new car and blank car is going to be red. Okay, the same thing, send me your answers now and we are going to have a look to see if you are correct. Okay, let's have a look at the first one. Okay, so the answer is the. I like the blue shirt more than the pink shirt. I like the blue shirt more than the pink shirt. Well done if you got this correct. The reason why the answer is the is because we are talking about specific objects that both the speaker and the listener already know. Okay, so it's the and the for both of them. Number 2, okay, Sam's dad is an engineer. An engineer. Okay, so we use this to indicate they are one of the same group. That's why it's A or an. And here the answer is an engineer. Okay, it has the vowel engineer, so we need to use an. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Okay, number 3 is, can I have 3 fruit juices and a bottle of Coke? Can I have 3 fruit juices and a bottle of Coke? A bottle of Coke. Okay, if you got this correct, well done. The reason for this is because we are using A instead of the number 1. A instead of the number 1. Okay, and the final question was this one. I'm going to buy a new car. The car is going to be red. Okay, I'm going to buy a new car. Okay, this is the first time we have introduced the topic of cars and buying a car. And then part 2, the car is going to be red. Okay, this is the second time that we are talking about the topic of cars, so we use the. First time A, second time the. Okay, well done if you got all of those correct. That is the end of today's class. Thank you for tuning in today and watching. Well done for those of you who got the questions correct. I can see all of your answers coming through. Well done. I hope that you are finding these classes helpful and that you are learning a little bit with me every time we do these classes. If you are interested in having longer classes or more English classes, do check out the school website, Nacelle English School London's website, for more information about the online classes that are running. But that's it, guys. We have finished for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend and I will see you next week. Goodbye.